Hi, my name is Isaac Record. Welcome, thank you for coming. I am a postdoctoral research fellow at the Semaphore Research Group, which has its lab upstairs on the 7th floor of this building. Matt wanted me to talk about how I came to be in this position, but I'm not going to, so if you are curious, please ask me at the end. Instead, I'm just going to kind of jump in. So this is a talk about the relationship between emerging technologies like 3D scanning and printing and traditional humanities research. And I'm going to focus on history and philosophy of science because that's the discipline within humanities that I know best. So the idea of 3D scanning and printing has been in the public consciousness at least since the Star Trek replicator. But most of us probably haven't actually, this is probably not the room to say this, but I'll say it anyway. Most of us probably haven't encountered 3D scanning and printing in the context of our humanities research. And my question today is, should we? And I don't just mean, should we study the emergence of 3D scanning and printing, but I mean, can we, as, for example, historians of technology, use 3D scanners and printers to do our research? So the plan of the talk is basically to start by giving you some examples of 3D scanning and printing in the humanities. An example, a prominent example where 3D scanning technology really contributed to the research, and then some examples that I'm involved in, and you can play with these pieces that are at the front. And then I'm going to discuss two theses about what the relationship can or should be between the use of these technologies and humanities researchers. So the weak thesis, the weak version, is just to say that the sort of research that I'm going to describe is acceptable. It's an acceptable activity for a historian of technology, for example, to be engaged in. And that has something to do, I think, basically with disciplinary standards and arguments, disciplinary standards of argument and of evidence. And then I'm going to consider a stronger thesis, which is that 3D scanning and printing make possible certain kinds of investigations that should actually now be considered necessary within the humanities for those scholars who want to make certain kinds of investigations.